Perhaps Sir would care to put Sir's feet up, and I might serenade Sir with the dulcet tones of a light opera?
You're back, and the brains didn't lobotomize you. Well, not any worse, at least. Hooray! You can have as much as you like. It was getting lonely without... It was getting lonely. It was getting lonely.
It's nice to see you, baby. Bring me any new plans from outside? I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you.
So you beat the big brains at their own game, huh? Guess you'll be putting your walking shoes on again, hitting that old lonesome road. Right on, Daddy-o. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound. Used to. Long time ago. Then old Doc Moore ripped out my music drives and stuck in more acoustical processors. Guess you could say I got the blues, even if I can't play them no more. Catch you later, Gator.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine paste. Did he squeal? Did he beg? God, I hope he begged. Who's the flatware bitch now, oh? Of course you don't. Why would you? You're not an insane robot obsessed with coffee cups. To you, they're just worthless junk. Sure. Nobody wants to hang out with Muggy. I get it. So long, pal.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive...
I understand you're to be congratulated on the recovery of your missing organs. Bravo.
Yes! Yes! Soon my work will be complete. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire. Soon I will... What? It did? Really? Well, fuck. That really puts a damper on the toaster's mood. Oh well. No use crying over spilled Armageddon. Where was I? Oh, right. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire! Again!
Ooh, baby. Let's turn off the lights and turn on the lights. You outbrained the big brains? That is so hot.
I trust matters regarding your brain were resolved to your satisfaction.
It was getting lonely without you here. It was getting lonely without... It was getting lonely without...
I love hugs so much, I just might kill myself.
Welcome to Casa Madrid, cheapest, cleanest whores in all New Vegas. If you want to know the rates for Poon, talk to the whores. Yep, for years now. Guess I should be calling it Casa Marco or something, but I haven't changed the signs. Folks who can't pay their way onto the strip need a place to stay too. And when Pretty Sarah set her whores up here, the Casa went full service. Like who? All right, then. Catch you later.
Welcome to the Casa Madrid. If you got an itch needs scratching, you came to the right place. Just watch how you treat the merchandise. 3 flavors to choose from: Sweetie, Maud, and Jimmy. Sweetie's the house favorite for reasons that should be obvious. Maud is what you might call the discount rack. She's what a customer wears if he doesn't have the caps to afford Sweetie, or just likes them old. Jimmy's more of a specialist. I only hear good things. I look after the only reasons anyone would want to spend any time here. I'm a pimp. All Marco does is collect rent and take a small cut of my action. He sure as hell doesn't clean the rooms. Most of my body is scarred all over, like a ghoul. Nobody around who'd want to screw that. No, I just run things. We don't talk about that. Next topic. You know where to find me.
I got nothing you need. If it's ass you're looking for, talk to Pretty Sarah. Me and my partner St. James work salvage around West Side, that's all. Because it's his name. He may be high-strung, but he's all right. Hauls his half a scrap, which is all I need. Yeah, beat it.
Tom Anderson. Can I help you? I'm with the followers of the apocalypse, and I help the locals in Westside grow crops. Unlike the NCR, the followers don't expect anything back. The soil and the hot, dry environment don't make it easy, but we get by all right. We've even got our own food store, the Westside Co-op, complete with basic refrigeration. The co-op is comprised of Westside locals and run by Clayton Entenine. They produce all of their own food and share the profits of the co-op. I don't go looking for fights with them, but they don't have the best interests of people in mind. Certainly not locals. The bottom line for NCR is productivity and growth. Politicians back in Shady Sands are completely detached from the people actually living here. Take care.
Hey, baby, what say you and me get acquainted? I bring in the customers, and she makes sure no one gets rough. Sarah's good people. Good enough, anyway. I'm called Sweetie because I'm the sweetest piece you'll ever find anywhere outside of the Strip. I got my start at the Gomorrah. Good money, but I saw how those Omertas hook girls on free jet or MedX, then start charging. Slavery through a needle is what that is. I earn less out here, but I keep more. A client's got a right to privacy, so it'll cost 200 caps for me to tell you all about it. Funny how I make caps every time I open my mouth. St. James's problems, that's for sure. Never wants me to say a thing or for me to move around either. Lately, he brings a teddy bear with him and props it on the bed like it's watching us. Ugh, it's creepy as hell. Not the worst I ever been with, but more a pervert than most. Sure do. St. James is my #1 customer. He's a prospector who pays Marco to stay here at the Casa week to week. I don't know why his friend Dermot chose to stay here. He's never been with me or nobody else. But St. James likes having me close at hand. It's worth every cap, baby. I'll do things to you you didn't even think was possible, and leave you feeling like everything's right in the world. Keep telling yourself that, sugar. You'll be back. You know you'll be back.
Hello. Hey, mister, looking to relax? Looks like you carry a lot of tension in your shoulders. And upper thighs. Baby, who I am doesn't matter. I'll be anybody you need me to be. It's better that way, you'll see. See you.
Hello, stranger. You looking for a good time? Old but spry, honey. So long as my back don't give out, I can make a living lying on it. May not be as fresh as Sweetie or Jimmy, but Pretty Sarah keeps me around for a good reason. Experience. That's right. Strange at first, having a woman for a pimp, but she's tough enough to handle any trouble so far. She's a good earner. Of course, she don't care who she sleeps with or what they do to her. I suppose he's okay for one of those. I suppose Pretty Sarah's got to cover every sort of customer. You know where to find me, honey.
Yeah? What is it? Like who? Roughneck prospector's all I hear. Good at what he does. Been renting a room here for a year or so. Nothing special. Him? Caesar's Legion taught him everything he knows. I bet there's a pound of sand ground into his palms and knees. Knowing Jimmy, I'm sure he took good care of him. I'm surprised he ran away. Like who? Oh my. Sometimes you can afford the creamy veal of a sweetie, and sometimes you got just enough caps to buy a tough piece of jerky. Like who? Ain't so pretty, is she? Not since she had a run-in with those fiends over near McCarran. This fiend named Cook, on account of the flamethrower he wears, he had his way with Sarah. Every way it can be done. Then he starts frying her up for kicks. Guess it was how he signed his work. Good man. He's one of the followers of the apocalypse. He's the one who taught people around here how to start growing crops. West Side wouldn't be what it is without Anderson helping us out. So I cut him a deal on his rent. Catch you later, then.
Hi there. Welcome to the Westside Co-op. I'm Clayton Etienne. Let me know if you have any questions. It might not look like much, but it's what keeps us Westside locals independent. We started it a few years ago. I admit we had a lot of trouble at first, but eventually we got some help from Tom Anderson with the followers. We're finally to the point where the co-op members can start making money from sales instead of just breaking even. Well, I've lived in Nevada all my life. Started out in New Reno, but headed down here as soon as I got the chance. If you can believe it, things are even worse back home. The whole city's still run by crime families. Now it's the Wrights and Van Graffs. Seems like things never got better. Anyway, that's all behind me now.
Hi. Myself Fabish. My pleasures are mine. Goodbye. Hi again. Ha ha ha! I wash my bone with Sippy. I have Bogo. Phoebes a rope. Goodbye. Hi again. Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
hear the Great Khans got massacred again. No survivors this time, though.
I'm glad mean son of a bitch is on our side.
Howdy. Name's Bob, but folks around here call me Klamath Bob. What can I do you for? Yeah, good old Klamath. Not a bad place if you like hunting, eating, and skinning geckos all day. It's a pretty dull place, but I hear there was a bit of excitement when this tribal from Arroyo came to town years back. All before my time, though. I might have some answers for you. What did you want to know? I run the liquor store on West Side. With things this rough, some folks need a lot of booze just to step out of the door in the morning. After I close up shop, I walk around and help keep the peace. Not that I'm good with a gun, mind you, but someone's gotta do it, you know? Well, things aren't great here, but I've seen a lot worse. We've got the Fiends to the south of us, and that ain't good. The Scorpions hang out at the Monte Carlo when they aren't slinging chems or getting their heads blown off by the Fiends. Probably the best thing we've got going on is the Co-op, run by Mr. Etienne. Get some help from the followers of the Apocalypse, I think. Not so much lately. The NCR is giving them hell anytime they poke their damn heads out. Bless those boys and gals for getting rid of that vermin. I feel pity for any man or woman that gets addicted to chems, but when they prey on decent folk, well, then it's time to put them down. Not much to tell. Typical gang of dumb bullies and angry nobodies. They're holed up a bit south of here, in the Monte Carlo suites. They think they're tough, but anytime they tangle with the Fiends, they get torn right up. Food from the people and for the people. Anyone can buy, but the profits are shared by the folks who make the produce. Locals got these little gardens that do real well. Gosh darn well, truth be told. Etienne got some help from that Anderson kid, I think. Anyway, we don't gotta rely on merchants so much. And it means the troopers can use all the food they make over on the east side. Works out nice. What else did you want to chat about? Oh, yeah, that's mean son of a bitch. I know the name sounds bad, but he likes it. He's one nasty old coot. Far as I can tell, he's one of them original super mutants. What came from the Boneyard. Wandered about after that master fellow died. Eventually got caught somewhere around the hub back in NCR. Boy, they sure treated him mean down there. Cut him up so bad he can't talk no more. I tried to buy him just so they'd stop hurting him, but they didn't want any of it. Turns out some of them night kids, whatever you call those sneaky super mutant types, got in and busted him out. I guess somebody named Tabitha led the bunch that freed him. Don't know much more than that. He just showed up here one day. Couldn't really talk, but he remembered me all right. Ever since then, he's just been, well, hanging around, I guess. Does odd jobs for folks and smashes the bad guys when they come poking around. Some folks steer clear of him, for sure, but he don't seem to mind. What else did you want?
New Vegas. Paradise my ass.
Come to see the fights, or Red Lucy?
I hear the Great Khans got massacred again. No survivors this time, though.
I hear the Great Khans got massacred again. No survivors this time, though.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed up no more.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type. Wait a minute, I recognize you. Yeah, you're Alice McLafferty's rising star, ain't you? You sure you want to be here? McLafferty's non-competes are pretty rigid. The job is simple. Help us get this caravan into Zion and find New Canaan. The pay is 25 caps per day. Half up front, half on return. You'll get a bonus if we make it into Zion, plus another bonus if we reach New Canaan. Oh, one more thing. Don't mention the name Joshua Graham to anyone. Anyone. Just don't. It makes the New Canaanites powerful uncomfortable, and it scares the britches off the tribals. Don't talk about the Burn Man either while you're at it. Trust me on this one. It's for your own good. Well, I ain't never been inside myself. Did some trading with the New Canaanites from their mission there, but that was all on the outskirts. All the old ways in and out were destroyed after the war, but we got ourselves the location of a pass the New Canaanites use. That's our way in. That's why I wanted someone with a Pip-Boy on the caravan. The map will be helpful for checking the topography, keeping us on the trail. Well, it ain't good, I'll tell you that. It's not like the Mojave or the NCR. Hell, even Arizona under Caesar is safer. You got raiders all over the damn place. Tribes of degenerates that'll eat you as soon as look at you. Regional warlords, the works. Not too many decent places to stop and trade. New Canaan's one of the only ones left I know about. They're about what you'd expect. Crazy, jacked up on chems, violent as hell, and not too bright. The worst of the 80s, but we won't be passing through their turf on this run. That's right. The folks that lived in Zion before the war, they didn't just get a little savage. They're downright feral. Most of them don't even speak English anymore. You've got to get yourself a New Canaanite translator to talk to them. The ones you really gotta watch out for are the Whitelegs from the Great Salt Lake. They'll attack just about anyone that ain't one of theirs. Dangerous enough we won't be going near them if we can help it. I got no desire for my head to decorate some little gas station fort's walls, thanks. We're a smaller company out of Sacktown, up in the northern part of the NCR. Had a nice run to Salt Lake City too, but then we lost contact with New Canaan, and that went all to hell. You ain't wrong. Losing the Salt Lake City run really stung us. If we can't re-establish contact with this run, we'll be in real trouble. Without New Canaan's mission in Zion, the only ways to Salt Lake City are down the old I-80, or up through Ogden. The highway's too risky. NCR's rangers are so busy here in the Mojave, they don't have the manpower to keep the raiders off. Ogden's just too far. We'd lose more in travel expenses than we'd ever earn. Don't know much about the place, but I can tell you about the people. The New Canaanites were some kind of religious group from before the war. They control the old city of Ogden, a ways north of Zion, and they got themselves a nice defensible mission in the canyon itself. Or they did. They trade a fair bit with the tribes in Zion. Well, the ones that don't try to kill them anyways. I ain't a praying man myself. They paid for their goods and dealt square with us. But don't think that just because they're religious, that they're pacifists. Nope. Hence this caravan. If we don't make contact with the New Canaanites, Happy Trails might as well just shrivel up and die.
You looking for trouble, bud? I got plenty to spare, so watch your ass around me. Hey, 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 fuck you! I didn't say nothing about using Psycho! Nice job, Eagle Eye. Of course I got a pit boy and a vault suit. So what? Where the fuck you think? Vault 2-2. That's where I grew up. Oh, you've been to Vault 2-2, huh? I may have been exaggerating a little. Truth is, I got the suit and the pit boy off a dead prospector who came out from Zion. Guy was dead when I found him, okay? Had a ton of shit on him. That's how I know there's good loot in Zion, see? Sorry. The shit I do with it is so far over your head, be wasting my time to put it in words you could understand. Basically, it makes me badass. More badass, I mean. It's totally mind-blowing shit. It ain't just some bracelet. Know what I mean? Jed says it's got maps and shit like that. So that's how I'm gonna guide this caravan where it needs to go. Not that I didn't know all that already. Huh? Of course I noticed. First thing I noticed about you. Me? I'm so used to wearing mine, it's just normal. Don't think you're someone special just because you got one. Go ahead. Your word against mine, fucko. See what happens. Hey, why you gotta go and be like that? Fuck! Look, this is a sweet gig for me. Don't go fucking it up. What are you after anyways? I travel light on purpose, okay? But fine, I'll tell Jet I'm carrying less so you can carry more. What an asshole. God damn it! I didn't say nothing about using Psycho. But, just talking hypno-theoretically here. Got any suggestions? Fixer. Never said I wanted to kick the habit. Guess I can use it when I run out of the good stuff. How much? That much for a dose? Fucking robbery! All right, here's your money. Don't spend it all in one place. All right. I'm a little light. How many hits you holding? That'll last me a while. Nice. Now take your caps and fuck off. You want to know what I do, bud? Anything I fucking want. I'm one of a kind. I've been places, see? And done things. Lots of them. And when it's time to kill shit up, hell yeah, I'm a fucking storm of death. Something or someone make the mistake of crossing Ricky, I'll fucking dead-eye him, her, or it. In fact, that's my nickname. Dead-Eye Ricky. That's my name. How you think? I shoot things in the eye. That's how good I am. Yeah, I'm that good. Why, once I got jumped by 3 death jaws. Except, actually, it was 4 of them. Imagine that. But I didn't panic. Because I never panic. What I did was become a storm of death. Shot every one of them monsters pop in the eye. No, you heard me right. Death jaws. They're like death claws, but bigger teeth. Or there was the time one of them Steel Brotherhood assholes made the mistake of messing with me. Last mistake he ever made. What's it sound like I'm saying? If I was saying what you said I was saying, then yeah, I said it. I was walking along, minding my own, and up pops one of them Brotherhoods. He yells, "Hand over that laser rifle, asshole!" So I hand it over, just to make him think I'm scared. But really I'm not. I never am. Before he knows what hit him, I draw my 11mm machine gun and bam, bam, right through the eye slit in his helmet. DOA. Then I guess this dumb fucker's armor must have been D-series or something. All I know is he died up real dead when I killed him, okay? Well, I grew up near Dayglow out west, so yeah, I grew a third nut that glows in the dark. Yeah, whatever.
Looking to join this caravan, huh? Look to me like you can handle yourself. Earning my keep. Jed hired me on as a caravan guard for this expedition of his. The work suits me. I've tried staying put in one place, but it never works out. Grew up in New Reno, and I couldn't put that snake pit behind me fast enough. Then I wound up wasting the prime of my life playing sheriff in Caliente. Little town north on the 93. Talk about a pain in the ass. You ask me, best to keep moving. At least the scenery changes. Imagine New Vegas if there was no Mr. House-type fella keeping the peace, then give everybody a gun and a jet addiction. Town's run by a bunch of crime families. No law to speak of. Make trouble and you wind up buried in Golgotha outside town. The scuzz factor's off the charts. Non-stop whoring and drugs. Couldn't walk down the street without getting asked to star in a porn movie. So I got my ass out of there while I still owned it. Guess I figured the answer to every problem was rule of law. Naive, huh? Place lived up to its name, that's for sure. When you got fresh water and a trickle of geothermic power, always be some gang of assholes wants to kill you for it. Spent more years and took more bullets than I care to admit protecting that hellhole from dangers within and without. If it wasn't the 80s or the white legs raiding, it was someone from town drunk off his ass trying to win an argument with a shotgun. Got tired of shooting the folks I was supposed to protect. So, now I do this. What's the difference? Raiders is raiders. Bunch of them swept into town and dragged off 2 working girls. Deputies and me gave pursuit, straight into 80s territory. By the time we caught up with the girls, there wasn't much left of them, so we turned for home. Made it back to Caliente without further losses, but we was watched the whole way. Never seen so few people cover so much land. Goddamn creepy. If the 80s had wanted to kill us, we would have been dead. Guess they figured we weren't worth the trouble. Used to be they raided northeast of Caliente time to time. But then the Desert Rangers fell apart 10 years ago, absorbed into the NCR. Soon enough, the Whitelegs were swarming all over that stretch of I-15. Folks learned not to head north if they wanted to keep their scalps. Eventually, the Whitelegs destroyed the bridges across the Virgin River over in Arizona. End of discussion. Catch you another time, then.
Are you here to jar at me a while longer? Or are we ready to get this show on the road? Wait a minute, I recognize you. I bet you are, but you ain't going nowhere loaded down like a pack Brahmin. You ain't never been to Zion, have you? We'll be passing through a whole mess of narrow slot canyons and high rough passes. A big pack will get you wedged in like a super mutant crawling through a storm drain, and too much weight will kill you in the thin air. Are you here to join? I bet you are.
The commies have eyes everywhere, citizen. And that means they're not just commies. They're peeping Toms.
Are you here to join? Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know about the weight limit. I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can we go back for it? You sure you're ready now? Well, all right then. Let's get moving. We got a long road ahead of us. The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpais Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpais Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpais legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired, but I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The New Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come? That's not a problem.
Off, I'm busy. Fuck off, I'm busy.
Leave me be. Busy.
Shh. Hold on now. Could swear I heard something. Come on, come on. No time to waste. God damn it, ambush! Cover people! Watch yourselves!
You want some, assholes? You just pissed off the wrong guy, and that means...
Shut the hell up, Ricky! Might as well be waving at him!
Holy shit! Stay low, people! Stay low!
Enough of this! We're sitting ducks here! Here I come! I was a sheriff once, goddammit!
Stop! No. Die on me, woman.
Hoy, Whitelegs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands. Wow. Joshua will want to hear about this. Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from Southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him. Good sists. We head east then. Joshua is at our tribe's camp in the Eastern Virgin. Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there. We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. Freeze! Don't move unless... Why? Whew! That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yaoguai are plenty mean as a rule. You can take the path north here if you want. Or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look. Fighting time! Did they? Some kind of view up here, eh? If you know how to look, you can spot all kinds of landmarks from up here. Look, I'll show you. What can I tell you? Mostly it's the mountain bighorners. Whole herd of them up on the cliffs there. Usually they're not too aggressive, but lately, whew. My guess is one of the calves got lost somewhere along the way. Bighorners are communal. One missing calf, and the whole herd gets ornery. If that calf doesn't turn up soon, they might very well come down into the valley and attack the camp. Yeah? Hey, thanks. Most of the hunters don't listen when I tell them the problem. Just one thing. Try not to kill any bighorners if you can, yeah? You'll drive the herd off and we'll have to range farther on our hunts. You might try luring the baby out with some banana yucca. These bighorners go crazy for the stuff. That's great. I'll help any way I can. Like the shadow of a ghost. Did they? Follow the old road south. Nearly there. You see the dead sentries? Say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting Whitelegs. Never stood a chance, did they? See those handprints? Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff. down this path to the north. Hope you don't mind getting wet. These paintings show the dead horse's victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us. Nearly there now. Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the white legs out somehow, eh? Here we are. Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
Hoi, Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham. Auslander Utman Zuka Joshua Graham. You look for Joshua Graham. He in high place of cave. You show respect, Auslander. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire. You wise for Auslander.
What can I tell you? Mostly it's the mountain bighorners. Whole herd of them up on the cliffs there. Usually they're not too aggressive, but lately, whew, my guess, if... What can I tell you? Our advanced scouts leave chalk signs to mark places rich with game. I'm not a full scout yet, so I follow the marks and guide the hunters. Dead horses mark ourselves to commemorate our hunts. When a hunter takes a great beast, or when a youth goes on his first hunt, he gets a tattoo. Only a little. I was very young. He was different. Prouder, yes, but harder, crueler, more driven. Really, I was terrified of him. We all were. When he came back, I almost didn't believe he was the same man. He was humbler. He wanted to protect, not destroy.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days, and I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work. The Dead Horses are capable scouts. Nothing passes into or out of Zion without my hearing of it. Happy trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites, almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now. Not with everything that's going on. You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord. But it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the Dead Horses or Sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside. We are responsible for leading and protecting the Sorrows and Dead Horses. They are smart people, but not as worldly as you or I. I am preparing the Dead Horses for war. And Daniel is preparing the Sorrows for other things. Thank you. Follows Chop can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings. Welcome back. What can I do for you? Caesar would never admit this openly, but he knows that I'm alive. I've killed enough of his Frumentarii and assassins that have come looking. I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents meet a fitting end in NCR territory, but maybe this one survived. In the Great Basin and Colorado Plateau, all tribes are known for a specific weapon. Whitelegs are known for their big submachine guns, storm drums. They broke into an armory near Spanish Fork and have been using them for years. Of course, the Dead Horses have their wooden war clubs, And even the Sorrows have their Yao Guai gauntlets. This type of .45 automatic pistol was designed by one of my tribe almost 400 years ago. Learning its use is a new Canaanite rite of passage. We do. Though the Whitelegs destroyed New Canaan, they didn't destroy all of our supply caches. All forms of currency are recognized here. Caps, NCR dollars, even Legion coin. Take a look. Welcome back. Right now, I'd like you to focus on helping Daniel. Maybe there will be time later. I think that would put him and you in a difficult position. Caesar has agents looking for me, but he won't admit I'm alive. And even if you killed me, he can't acknowledge that. To do so would be to admit I had never died, that Caesar made a mistake. No. He lives by his lies and shall die by his lies. There is no escaping it. God be with you.
Where people going to big buildings and give away all their money just to watch Where's it? Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy. Could use some help here. Just what the medicine man ordered. Fighting time! Still looking, but I got nothing. Still looking, but I got nothing. Still nothing here. Still looking, but I got nothing. Don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh? Fighting time.
Anna ya we with you.
Got anything bigger I can fight with? Well, that's that then. Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following. For as long as I remember, the dead horses have thought that places of the old world were taboo. Doesn't look so spooky to me. That's that then. Got anything bigger I can fight with? Gotcha! Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy. Whoa! Here we go! Fighting time! There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and... give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table. Never stood a chance, did they? I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion. Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside? Fighting time! Got anything bigger? Gotcha! Compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars? Gotcha! Chance, did they? The Narrows up ahead. That's the Sorrows territory. They're peaceful enough, but you don't want to make them mad.
You are the one Joshua Graham sent to us. Blessings of the Father in the cave on you. Daniel is waiting for you. A Sorrow's Yao Guai fist is a sacred symbol. It shows that we belong to the tribe and have willingly undertaken a dangerous quest to aid the tribe. Each Sorrow makes his own, and only after hunting and slaying a Yao Guai that threatened our people. Our shaman, Whitebird, oversees the rites. Perhaps if you spoke to him, he would allow you to undertake such a quest. Waking Cloud is my name. I am midwife to the Sorrows. It sounds ill-omened, no? Midwife to Sorrows? The children and the old have already been evacuated from the camp. They are safe enough, unless the Whitelegs come for us in force. I tend to other hurts and sicknesses that afflict our tribe. I also scout the valley for the herbs I use in my medicines. What would you... Daniel is a wise man and a great friend to the Sorrows. He taught me to speak the language of New Canaan, the English from the holy books. 6 years. He attended the birth of my third child. It was a hard birth. The river nearly carried my water to the father, and my child's with it. Daniel knew the ways of New Canaan's medicine. He stepped in and saved both of our lives. After the birth, I asked Daniel if he would teach me what he knew of childbirth. He agreed, and so here I am. We have dwelt in the Narrows since the end that came in fire. When the Father in the caves punished the world and made us forget the Holy Tongue. We have had good relations with the other tribes in the valley. At least before Salt Upon Wounds brought his Whitelegs here. We have Daniel to thank for our continued existence. His advice and help has kept the Whitelegs from overrunning us, so far. I do not know how long even he can protect us, though. He is war chief of the Whitelegs, and the worst butcher of them all. The tribes he has crushed are many. The warriors he has slain, countless. Have you not heard of the god of the New Canaanites? He is our protector and our judge. He helped our ancestors find their place here in Zion. He gave us many gifts, but we are not to seek him out. His caves are forbidden to us. Those who seek them out are taken from us. Perhaps you do not fully understand the New Canaanites. I have seen the Father's images. His holy bride and holy son were given unto the world to save it. They dwelt in the people sinned against him.
The dead horse has told me details about the attack on your caravan. A stranger's sympathy might not count for much, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. The Sorrows will mourn your friends too. They mourn everyone, even the Whitelegs. They have sensitive souls. Innocent, if there is such a thing. In spite of what's happened, I hope that Joshua and I can help you out of here. But to be frank, we need your help too. Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more Whiteleg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for Whitelegs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear. I appreciate the enthusiasm. There aren't a lot of people in the wasteland with kindness to spare for anyone who isn't me. Since you've been poking around the valley, you might see more activity from the Whitelegs. One of the Sorrow's hunters, Waking Cloud, has volunteered to help guide you through the valley. She has a special talent for staying out of sight. After this, it's just a matter of getting everyone out of here safe and sound. And hopefully you can head back to the Mojave without any more trouble.
Well, here we part ways. I'm needed back at the Dead Horses camp. Maybe I'll see you there sometime. Sorry, Joshua was pretty clear. Get you to Daniel, then come on home. You can take it up with him if you'd like. I will. Good gunning, Akis.
Hola, outsider. Welcome, child of omens. You come to receive visions of truth? Take drugs, kill a bear. Seek medicine plant. Return with sacred datura root. Receive visions of truth, they guide you. These roots make sacred vision tea. You drink, you see path before you. Ready? Drink. Tea is strong. Tea is bitter. Wisdom is strong. Wisdom is bitter. You see? You go to cave. Find ghost of she. Lay ghost to rest. This your quest. Bring peace where was strife. Go.
Daniel said that I was to travel with you until you have completed your scouting. Is this pleasing to you? Certainly. We should make haste then.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be, that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Do you know what it means? Given those two choices, yes. In the best of all possible worlds, they would just leave us in peace. But they won't. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore, like any other. Practiced hands make for short work. And the good Lord knows there's much to be done here. They're still God's children. But if they turn against their brothers and sisters, won't listen to reason, if they pollute the Lord's temples on earth, like Zion, who are we to stand by and let them continue? Daniel does not yet see things the way we do. He is the John to our Matthew and Mark. When you have a moment, speak with him. There may still be time to save Zion from the Whitelegs, to keep God's children here, in this living temple. Welcome back. He's a butcher. Believe me, I know the godless fire that burns in his heart. I've been burned by it myself. He's not the kind to let his subordinates do all the killing. No, he likes to have a hand in it, with that spear of his. He's fashioned himself an abomination before the eyes of the Lord. I'm happy to serve as an instrument of divine justice.
I am always a little sad to leave the Narrows, and happy to return. I'll fight you if I must. I don't like to linger in this place. control. My wounds are getting worse. My children are... Canaan. He ordered the white legs to salt the earth so nothing could grow again. What kind of monster could do that? I'll fight you if I must. This sword is mine. You leave me. Even my best Arabs won't work. Messy. Business. I am glad it's over. I feel better already.
Does Ghost of She lie quiet in grave? Then visions of truth are at an end. Will you learn from truth? Maybe yes, maybe no. Only for you to decide. Here, take. Gift to remind you of visions. Use well, or sell to curious trader. Either way, says much about you.